manifest heaven on earth using this hidden Bible teaching. A lot of times people talk about what's heaven like? Well, you should find out because you can manifest it here on earth. So in this video, I'm going to share with you hidden Bible teaching and what it means and how to utilize this so that you can actually manifest all the qualities of heaven in your life. This is Jake Ducey with JakeDucey.com, and let's dive right into this video. So we've all heard the phrase, the kingdom of heaven is within. But it's the hidden teaching behind the word that's the answer to everything that you want in life. The kingdom of heaven is within. Well, first of all, what is the kingdom of heaven and what created it? Well, there's only one energy here on planet Earth and in the universe, and that energy is called God. You can call it the universe, you can call it consciousness, you can call it spirit. Alan Watts says you cannot get wet by the word water. So it doesn't matter what we call it, but this conscious intelligence is the only thing that exists. An atom, an atom, the atom, the physical building blocks of the universe, are 95 to 99% empty space. My body is 95 to 99% empty space. I'm more nothing than something. I'm more nobody than somebody. Because this is 5% or less of who I am. Because 95% of all the cells and subatomic particles and atoms that make up what I am, 95% of it is empty space. Same with everything else that you want in life. And your consciousness is what manifests that energy in your life. Now, what is the consciousness that you have? You are an individualization of this God energy. Like if I bake a blueberry pie and I put it in the oven and I pull it out and I give you a slice and I hand it over to you and I say, what do you have? You would say, a slice of blueberry pie. You wouldn't say, I have a watermelon. I have a cucumber smoothie. I have a lettuce pie. You always have a slice of blueberry. You are an individualization of this God energy, of this higher consciousness. Now, what are the qualities of this God? What are the qualities of this intelligence of the universe? Well, it's perfect. You think about the fact that the earth spins around the sun perfectly. In the middle of infinite space. Nobody's ever fallen off before? You mean we're in the middle of endless space, and when you look way out there, space just goes on forever, and we're this little blimp, a few planets away from the sun in our solar system that we call the Milky Way, and nobody's ever fallen off while we're spinning through endless space. And we happen to be the perfect distance around the sun for life on Earth. A little further and we'd be God ice cubes. This would be a giant freezer. A little closer and we'd all be barbecue chips, right? Like it's perfect. And you started as this tiny microscopic thing. You became a baby within that tiny microscopic thing. It knew what color your eyes were gonna be. It knew what color your hair were gonna be, how tall you were gonna be, all these things, what you were gonna look like, the shape of your eyes, all of it. It's perfect. This universe, this spirit energy, this God energy is perfect. What else? Another quality other than perfection is infinite. There's always new galaxies being birthed from nothing, new black holes being formed, stars dying and new ones creating. It's endless. And when in the middle of the night, I live here in Hawaii and it's really clear at night and there's not a lot of light pollution, so you could see really far. And I kind of live out in the country, so there's really no lights. And when it's really clear at night, I can look as far as my eye can see, as much visible light as my eye can pick up in that dark, starry lit sky. The furthest one away, if I could get there, which would take, if you went with me, and I was like, hey, do you want to come to the furthest star in the galaxy with me, that one way out there? It would take us, I don't know, hundreds of trillions of years, or it would be incredible. But let's say we went to sleep for 100 trillion years on a spaceship, and then you and I woke up and we were at the furthest star. What would happen when we got there? It would keep going. We'd be there, and then from that distance, from that vantage point, we'd be like, look at those ones. Now that one's 700 trillion. So we travel another 100, 700 trillion to get to the next one. Then it keeps going. It's infinite. It goes on forever. It's endless. It's for constant expansion. And if you are an individualization of God, an individualization of this divine intelligence, you also, on the micro, have to embody in your true spiritual DNA all the qualities of this higher intelligence, of God, of the universe, of spirit, of this universal consciousness, of this divine mind. You have to have all those same qualities within you. They're within you, because most of who you are is non-physical anyways. So on the micro, you're meant for the perfection of the universe to unfold in your life, and for all areas of your life to be getting infinitely better. One time I heard it described as towards ends lost in infinity. That you're supposed to have so much amazing things because it's part of your true nature. If you are a divine being on the micro, on the macro, this God energy, this perfection and infinite, it makes the earth spin, do all those crazy things we just talked about. It also does all the crazy things about the constant expansion of the universe and the stars, and we get way out there, and then we're there's more, and it goes on forever, and it's infinite. That's on the macro. It created us, all those things. That's the macro. You are a micro of it. You are an extension of it on the micro. And on the micro, you're not birthing galaxies in your closet. What you're doing is you're harnessing this same universal energy to practice experiencing abundance, financial flow, more success coming to you, more opportunity to be more loving and generous. This universal God energy is so loving and generous. It's created us. We woke up again today. We didn't have to take any energy to remember this whole time to breathe our heart. Like, it is so generous, and we get the practice to have financial flow for experiencing all the things that we want in life, manifesting them, but also practicing being loving and generous and giving and offering to our charity and our friends and our economy and all of that. Then also, this thing is perfect, and you're a micro of that perfection we talked about. So your plans are meant to work out perfectly. That's why it doesn't matter how it's going to work out. If it'll work out, it will work out. So then you say, okay, well, at the beginning we talked about how the kingdom of heaven is within, and that's this hidden Bible teaching that you can use to manifest heaven on earth. Well, why is it that if this place is infinite, why do we believe in an idea of time that sometime in the future we'll be in heaven? What would the qualities of heaven be? Like bliss, freedom, true self-realization, like knowing that you're a divine being and having a connection to God or the universe. Those would be all the types of things that would be a heavenly realm, or in heaven out there. It would be like bliss, joy, freedom, expansion, abundance, all of these things, oneness with the universe, expression of beauty, of abundance, of prosperity, of opulence, of freedom. Well, if the kingdom of heaven is within you, and essentially the kingdom of heaven is God, and you are expressing this higher power with your own mental faculties, with your own mind, with your own thoughts, with your own energy, here in this reincarnation, here in this reality, if you're expressing that, then and it is your spiritual essence, your true DNA. Just like your biological DNA contains all the color of your eyes, all these things, like all these things that make your physical self your physical self. Well, you also have a spiritual DNA, and that spiritual DNA, just as sure as whatever color your eyes are supposed to be in your biological DNA, your eyes are going to be that color. Well, similarly, just as so, your spiritual DNA contains your right for abundance, for great success, for awesome things unfolding in your life. It's meant for expansion. You're already good enough because you express this same perfection. All of your plans and goals will work out when you move confidently towards them. You're meant for abundance, to live where you want to live. That it's possible for you to have your dream home, your dream career. It's possible for you to have the life that you want because it's in your spiritual DNA. It's your destiny. And just like your eyes are a certain color in your DNA, and it's going to manifest itself as your biological age grows and you're a baby, and like you're gonna have those color eyes. Similarly, you're meant for all of these amazing things that you want in life because it's a part of your spiritual DNA, because you're a divine being. The perfection of God is actually what has made manifest you, this reality of you. It sustains and created every cell of your body, every fiber of your being. It is you, and it's working through you at all moments. And when you bring your attention to it, that's when you see it manifest in your life. You know, they say where attention goes, energy flows. Well, everything in this universe is energy. Everything is energy. So your attention is another word for your own consciousness. Now in the Bible it also says, to those that have more will be given. To those that do not have, even that which they have will be taken away. So when you're in the consciousness, when your attention is focused on the fact that you are a divine being, to those that have more will be given. You already have an awareness of your divine nature, and you're expressing gratitude to the universe that you've already received what it is that you want, that all your plans and purposes work out perfectly. Everything you do prospers. Everything you touch manifests itself beautifully. Your life is getting better and better. When you do that, you're in the consciousness of having, so it's going to manifest, because where your attention is where the energy of your life manifests itself. Through your thoughts, through your consciousness, through your perception, through your beliefs. They say the Word of God created everything. You channel that consciousness, that divine intelligence with your own thoughts. And that's so exciting because it means you can manifest heaven here on earth by radiating this high, beautiful, powerful vibe of your divine true nature. You are a perfect, whole, spiritual being in a physical body. You are an individualization of this higher power. You are manifesting heaven here on earth in this moment, beginning now. Your thoughts are cleansed. You feel purified to your true divine essence. You recognize that there is greater than what you can see with your naked eye, and that all possibilities already exist and are possible for you, anything you could want, because it's already embedded in your spiritual DNA. It's time to manifest heaven on earth. Comment down below, manifest heaven on earth. Comment down below, manifest heaven on earth. If you haven't yet, I created a software called the second mind to keep your brain wired into a heavenly state so you can continue to manifest what you want. Most people's brains work against them because their neural connections, the chemistry of their brain is wired to their past. And for most of us, our past blocks us from what we really want in the future. But when you train your brain to live from a heavenly state now, your second mind, all things become possible to you. And I created it. It's a free demo right there down below. Over 100,000 people from all over the world have used it. It's thesecondmind.com right there down below. That's thesecondmind.com right there down below. So go ahead and demo that for free. Hit the subscribe button and the bell notification. The bell notification is what notifies you for new videos. So even if you're already subscribed, please just double check you've actually hit the bell notification. Like this video to send it out into the YouTube universe. If you think it's cool, please share it on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, social media. Text it to a friend and say, yo, you gotta check this out. What do you think? Email it. Thank you for doing that. Today, great things are unfolding in your life. Why? Because just as sure as your biological DNA will manifest itself as the reality of your life, your spiritual DNA is now beginning to as well. Your spiritual DNA is perfect. You don't need to worry about the how. Just say yes to your desires and dreams. It's for infinite and constant expansion, which means starting right now, every area of your life is going to continue to get infinitely better and better and better. Everything you succeed at will continue to multiply. Everything you touch and experience will continue to succeed and grow. I'm so excited to hear about your success. Come back and share something amazing that happened to you from using this video, and I might feature you on another video in my Law of Attraction Success Story series. So comment down below and share something amazing that's happened to you from this shift in consciousness right there down below. thesecondmind.com right there down below. Great things are unfolding. I'm so excited about it.